We start with the 1 hour chart. Okay, first we analyze the chart base for hit BTC, because as we can see, the hit BTC and the Binance, they have a different prices. Okay, first of all, if we refer to our analysis in my last video, when the price was within this move, we mentioned we're looking at these two running flat. And we mentioned any breakout of this top, the previous top, we can expect the price to drop, because we mentioned we put this one as a corrective move in relative to this. The only thing is we want to see how complex can be before we get the down move. Okay, and that's why we have been looking for this, and we were thinking maybe this one can tend to drop similar to what we have here. And as we can see, this is exactly what we get. Okay, in relative to this. That's why when the price was at this move, especially within this part, even when the price was moving here, we mentioned any buy with the breakout of this top, we have to start to manage, because we have been looking for the running flat, and we mentioned we need to look for the trade setup. Okay, and even in my last analysis, we mentioned about this. I mentioned technically we can look for one more drop. All right, and this is what we get. That's why we mentioned if we want to look for buy, as long as we have a target, because we mentioned we should wait for reversal, but we didn't get the reversal anyway. Okay, anyway, we move everything, and then once what's the next and how we can look for the trade. And as what we were expected, we get the down move. That's why I was keep highlighting the price can drop. Okay, and right now if we want to look for trade, the best thing is if the price can retest this low. Okay, but it doesn't mean we have to wait any reversal. We will take it similar to what we mentioned in our analysis, because we mentioned if we want to trade this, we need to look for the reversal, either with a sharp move flag or having a trip of this. Rather than that, we don't have any other option. Okay, but right now we cannot jump into the trade. Even if the price reverse, the only way is without giving us a trade setup, the only way is having a trip of this. Okay, in this case, we move to higher time frame, we move to daily chart. All right, that's why the only thing is similar to what we explained. We want to see how complex can be this correction. And if I move to forward chart, we have been looking for 1, 2, 3. The best thing is if this one retests this slope. Okay, if not, maybe internally we get a big flat in relative to this. All right, but any reversal will take the trade. This is the only way we can look for trade. And if we move to 1 hour chart, I will mention how we can look for the trade. And if we move to Binance, we want to see what we have there. And even if we refer to our analysis, when the price was here, we mentioned exactly within this move, we mentioned we can look for the flat for one more drop. And exactly this is what we get. Okay, but we mentioned, and beside that, we have been looking for this move. Okay, that's why when the price was at the top, I mentioned still we can expect to get the similar to what we have here. Anyway, even in my last analysis, we mentioned if we want to look for the buy, we have to look for the reversal. For this one, we don't need to wait and retest this low, because the structure is different. Okay, because if we look at this as a running flat, the price couldn't break the previous top. Okay, but if the price retests this low, we can expect to get a better reversal. Anyway, we're looking for the reversal. Okay, still we can expect to get the correction here for one more drop. How deep it can go, we cannot confirm, but as we mentioned, we're looking for the reversal. If we get any reversal with the sharp move flag, we take the trade, or the another option to have entry above this. Rather than that, we don't have any other option. Any way to look for trade, because we have to wait and see how deep this one can go. We want to see whether we can get the reversal or correction for one more drop. And if we move to higher time frame, we want to see what we have based on daily chart. We have nothing to discuss. We want to see how long we will be, how big will be the correction. And if we move to forward chart, similar to what we explained for based on 1 hour chart, because we have been looking for this, almost we get the flat. Any reversal, we will take the trade. Okay, and if I move to 1 hour chart, anyway, we just follow the chart. We want to see how we can look for trade. If anyone wants to look for sell, they have to wait to get the correction here. But any sell will be a short-term sell. As long as we get into the profit, we start to manage. But any reversal for buy, it can give us better trade setup. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.